weight loss is simple, but it's not easy. And this week, I was supporting my client, Heike, for 7 days on a WhatsApp to lose the weight and sustain it. Mostly why for 7 days? How much weight can you lose in 7 days? Well, if you watch the science of the weight loss, you know that in reality, you can lose only half a kilo in 7 days, half a kilo of fat. Yes, you can lose maybe 3 kilos in total, but that is water, because water is attached to the carbohydrates. And when you stop eating or limit the amount of carbohydrates, the water also disappears from your body. Like you are not holding on that. But it's only half a kilo of the body weight. And you can calculate for you like metrics. What do you want to lose? Like, is it 5 kilos? Are you willing to go on a restrictive diet? Or is the caloric restriction going to be maybe only 200 calories per day, which is absolutely manageable? But then you can calculate that it might take you 3 weeks to lose half a kilo. So I'm waiting for Heike to join me and share her story and how much she had to limit herself. Also, let's say it's summer. She is busy. I'm busy. Sometimes we don't even need to lose weight. Like I don't need to lose weight, but I wanted to know what she was going through. And that's why I did it with her. And of course, I could not cheat. We have here Heike, this amazing beauty that is going to share her 7-day of a restricted diet that we did together, that we were supporting each other on a WhatsApp. And we are not going to lie to you. We are not going to say that it was easy and we lost 5 kilos. So there is no bullshit in it. And let's hear, Heike, what was it like? So maybe say something about you, like what drove you to it, how busy you are. Go.
Yes. So as I am a wedding speaker, and as it is my birthday, that's the reason for this makeup and dress today. My birthday was one of the goals to have some kind of a tipping point where to be on a journey losing weight. And when I remember or recall doing diets when I was 35, 40 something, it was pretty easy to lose 1 dress sizes in a week or 2. And so I expected when I followed you with the Gatleen program, or I'm in this complete program for a year, but the Gatleen is the way of eating. And of course, to get rid of my insulin resistance, I started eating lean and I started eating good and healthy food. And yes, there was not quite a movement in weight loss. And so I complained to you in a funny way, like being just a bit frustrated in my weekly food tracker mails. And so you then sent me a video and said, listen, what do you think about, we are going for a journey, we both, and I invite you on a calorie deficit for 700 to 900 calories. And I agreed, even if I was completely afraid of, oh my God, what is when I'm going to do a wedding and I'm getting dizzy or getting angry because I have no food. But you were guiding me through this process. And I'm so happy that you introduced me to that magic drink will have literally no calories and make you full for 4 or 5 hours. So I can perform these weddings. I'm the celebrant there and I can perform these weddings. And I wasn't even thinking of food. And you trained me to see things different, to think about how my body works. I never learned that much about my body than in the last weeks, and especially in that week, because before I know that my body needs some certain type of food, but now I need what kind of portion of what is containing what. So thinking about, okay, how many calories do that spoon have or do that have? It is not like counting calories all day long, but it is to understand when I eat that, everything which is going into my mouth will have an impact on my body. Yeah. And so this week had a real impact. Even if I was suffering and was complaining again because it was frustrated seeing not such a big movement that I expected. And you're right, it's no bullshit about 5 kilos. Say, come on, 5 kilos in a week. And I don't trust anybody who's going to make marketing with that, because I was able, in a strict diet of 700 to 900 kilocalories a day, I was able to lose approximately half a kilo. Yeah. But it's in little things. I lose some measure on my chest. So my bras are fitting. And when I wear sports bras for yoga or for my low cardio training, because I do not ever call for the cortisol again. Yeah, doing cardio. And so when I'm going for sports, I have these sports bras, and I love them, I really do. And I wasn't able to wear them because they gave me neck pain, because it is so heavy in the front that it was carrying everything down. And I can wear them, so there are progress visible. Not just only visible, it's measurable. I see it, I feel fantastic. I feel energized. I sleep so well. I do not have any kind of bloating. This is fantastic. And the most remarkable thing I didn't even mention to you is that I do not have any more hot flushes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I do not. I figured that out. Normally, when I wake up in the night, so insulin resistance, you run for 2 or 3 times a night. And every time I get up and get back to bed, hot flush. It's no longer. It's no longer there.
But we have to also say, Heike, that even though you are so super busy, you are also very organized. And not everybody puts absolute attention like you did, because you track your food, you take pictures of it, and you write every week how you feel and what you are doing. So despite being extremely busy, driving to Milano, for example, with Leon, I remember, or having the weddings and everything, you still manage to go on that. And even when I proposed to you, let's do these 7 days, of course, first you said, but I will be busy, I have so many weddings. But then, despite being busy, you said, okay, I'm going to do that. So this is incredible mindset that you have around it, and not everybody has it. So the winners that succeed need the mindset and need to say, not I will start next week or next month when things are not busy, but starting when you are super busy.
Yes, that's true. And the busy is not an excuse for not doing that. I think, yes, you're right. It starts with the mindset. But the most important thing is it does not start only with the mindset. It starts with a decision. If I want to do that, I have to commit fully on it. Because when I don't commit on my path, it is a journey which is expensive food. So you have to buy food which is particular, like goat cheese, for example. Goat cheese is more expensive than cow cheese. Yeah. But cow cheese contains sugar, or the milk sugar in it.
Yeah, and the hormones, mostly the hormones that are messing up the body. Yeah.
And it messes up things. And so when I want to, and I'm not the richest person, so I'm not here sitting talking about having millions. I'm making place for that. And I have it written into my calendar. I have to write that. I have to do that. I have to write that down. I do it every evening or every morning. So it depends on which work is about to do it. It is a commitment. It is a decision, a commitment. And you see, when you are wanting to reach a goal, it's completely irrelevant which kind of goal it is. You can only reach it by mindset, decision, and commitment. Yeah. And also when there are days like I had, and you know that, it was 2 days ago, I was complaining like a little child. Like, why does it not just only go for half a kilo? I'm so sacrificing myself. And yes, I'm working like that. And you were a fantastic body and a fantastic company in that. And literally, where do you find a coach, a company in a diet for your weight loss, and you did exactly the same, even if you don't even need to go for bikini figure because you have already one, And this is appreciable thing I ever experienced. I never had a coach taking me by my hand, doing exactly the same thing like me, inspiring me with dishes I never thought of that I should cook them, but and they look delicious. It was not only a company, it was accountability for me, and it was literally having a friend. It was like having a friend doing it, and you're my coach.
Yeah. But I'm also friends, right? Like, I mean, like we create on this journey, when we go through something difficult, even though we start like, you know, the business talk in nutritional therapy, this client and coach feeling, there is a bond in the end. And, you know, I learned a lot of things from you as well, because, for example, for me, like people know my story. I was bloated like a balloon for 10 years. And then I like found out what was causing my bloating, but still I had such a fear from bloating that for many years, maybe like 20 years, I really didn't eat garlic, onion. And when we were exchanging what we are going to eat, you said, but I need to add there like garlic and onion because it needs to have flavor. And my subconscious mind, like then in a shop, made me buy garlic and onion. And I started putting garlic and onion into my food, and it did not bloat me. So even I have to say, like, thank you for this, that I was avoiding this high FODMAP food with the fear that it causes very often bloating. And it actually, when you heal the gut, like 15 years ago, that this doesn't have impact on me. And I usually say to everybody, food is not the culprit. So we can even see that you opened my eyes in so many ways. And I got inspiration from your meals, how you do it. And even for me, I wanted to feel hungry. And let's say to people that the hunger is there. It's not that you feel like fulfilled with everything that you eat. No, because you are cutting down calories. You feel the hunger. Did you feel hungry?
Yeah. Yes, I did. And the thing is, it is not only the hunger, it is sometimes the being overfilled with certain type of food. So you repeat because when you're starting to cut down calories, you're down to eggs and spinach and salad. So after 3 days, it's like, okay, I can't stand spinach anymore. And when I see the next boiled eggs, I probably leave them where they are. And then you started inspiring me with new recipes. It was so inspiring seeing how many things are possible to combine and opened completely new dimensions to that. And I find myself that most of the time, even before we started that week, I was emotional eating. Even when I was tracking my food and when I was tracking down what do, I was not even hungry. And the most fear I had was exactly that, being hungry and needing to work, needing to perform in weddings, needing to go out with clients, to make interviews, to do whatever, to function like normal, and being hungry, being not clear in my mind, but that doesn't even happen. Mm-hmm. The thing is, I never expected my body being so satisfied with so less. It's not like salad on your plate and one tomato, for example, but it is loads of that. It is loads of green leaf. It is loads of kinds of vegetables, loads of meat. And it was sometimes really tough to eat all that. Mm-hmm. I had portions and portion size, but I literally was not able to eat because they were so big. And so I find out that doesn't matter to my hunger, not at all. But I started a few days ago, I started to only make myself a meal, not when the clock says, okay, let's make some lunch, dinner, whatever, but when my stomach started to rumble. So when my stomach started to rumble and say, okay, probably now it's time to prepare some food, I did, and not before. And it was totally equal if I had breakfast at 8 and the first mention was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, then I prepared myself lunch, and not at 1 and not at 12, because it is lunchtime. And so I keep that. And as well, when I wasn't hungry at all, I take some blueberries, for example, and then skip dinner. And that was one of the greatest gifts for me, to understand, go for food when you are hungry and not at any time less.
Yeah, and this is phenomenal. And actually, with your permission, I will film another video where I will show people the pictures of what you were eating. And roughly, I will say how many calories it has, whether there is protein, because they can be inspired by how you were preparing it, that you don't have to spend hours in the kitchen cooking complicated meals, but you can create it with the ingredients that you bought, maybe like once or twice a week, right? Then you have it in a fridge, and it's possible to prepare it. Yeah. And I will do the same.
I will love it.
Yeah, and I will do the same with my pictures. So I will create 2 videos showing what Heike was eating, what I was eating, and more about like how we felt. And what we will do, Heike, with you is that we will ask you maybe in 3 months' time, because it needs 3 months really to achieve the goal, get the hormones. In 3 months' time, we will ask you kindly to do another video and give us the update on how is the weight loss going, how much you lost, how we can celebrate. And it's not only about the number on the scale, but how in general you feel. Are you up for it?
Yes, I'm up for it, and I give you the concrete data to follow up that exactly. So today I'm on 77.1 kilo. I started with
amazing.
77.5. So it's 400 grams, but it's 400 grams of stubborn fat, and I'm grateful for that. And my goal is to go down to 65. Wow. So it's another 12 kilos, and I'm going for that.
Yeah, and you will definitely do it. So now, today, because it's your birthday, enjoy the birthday dinner and party, and see you very, very soon.